Jai Hind. Welcome back to you and I. Today we are speaking about Farmers Bill, which came into action from this June 5th of 2020. So the bill, this is submitted by the Agriculture Minister, Mr. Tomar, Narendra Tomar. The bill number is 113 of year 2020. So the main points when we speak about this bill are three bills which are suitable for the farmers. This is according to the Parliament and the Prime Minister and also the Agriculture Minister. Coming to the main points, farmers can do trade anywhere and they can do the commerce anywhere throughout the country. Well, how many farmers you think in our country owns a lot of land and can go and have a capacity to go everywhere or anywhere in the country and get their business done? Honestly, very few. So this bill is not suitable for a common farmer. Maybe somebody who is a big farmer or somebody who is into the business in this farming sector, maybe like a corporate company, would only be able to do this. Otherwise, nothing of any great benefit. So the first bill is a failure bill. Point number two, there's a price assurance between the trader and the farmer. And these negotiations are done by the government of India. I don't know how far this is feasible. I wonder like how many farmers will be benefited in minimum support price, which is given by a private sector or private company. Very, very minimal chance. So in my view, this is again a failure topic. So first bill is a fail. Second bill is also a failure topic, which won't help the farmer. Now coming to the third point, empowerment with the storage capacity. Farmer can store his grains, whatever he has produced, for a longer period of time. I wonder how many farmers do have such a big capacity, like a go down, to store all this stuff and sell it when there is a good time for his business. I don't think this is possible by many farmers. More than 98% of the farmers do sell their produce within first 2 weeks of whatever they produce. Otherwise, any natural calamity like rain can destroy. So they are scared about this thing and they go ahead and will sell out this everything, whatever they have produced. This is the most common possible choices what a farmer do have. So in my view, all three choices, three bills for the farmers are a failure for a farmer and maybe good for the present government and maybe very good for the business sector, whoever is involved in this thing. So in my view, those are the three main points and those are the headlines. Now coming to the details about the same topic. When you all can see, this is a bill which is given by the parliament in just this year. So as introduced in Lok Sabha on 5th of June. You all can see on 5th of Lok Sabha, sorry, 5th of June, year 2020. So what I mean is, this is a 13-page drafted document, which is very well drafted by intelligent people, but not by the son of a farmer. This is done by high intellectuals who are involved in business. The reason is as follows down. Farmers can produce and trade, and they can do this trade any place of production, collection, and aggregation. So it means whatever they have produced, they can sell it anywhere. They can collect money from anywhere in the country, and they can do all kinds of business with whatever they have produced. How many farmers in this country can go to any place by to make money out of it? They don't even have basic transportation. They still use bullock carts in many places, not even a tractor. So in my view, that is not going to benefit for the farmers. This is somebody who will be involved in the business. They can go any place to sell their product and to be benefited in the business. Other than that, for a common farmer who has a less than 3 acres of land, what the best he could do? He has to sell it to somebody close by, or somebody in the nearby places, or somebody a middle vendor, and these things are happening. And this is quite common because they produce a small amount for their livelihoods. because the amount of land what they have is minimal. So in my view, this is not a good deal for a common farmer, but a good deal for somebody who is a tradesman. Now, allowing a electronic platform to collect the money wherever you are in the country. I wonder which farmer will go from one place, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, to sell any kind of business to make money and collect the money from the other spot. That is not possible. We have to be practical in this thing because farmer he'll be selling it right there in any kind of vending positions wherever he is in any market or outside the market or APMC positions wherever they may not they may sell it right there and collect the cash right away and they have to move on because they have plenty other bills to pay. So that is not possible. Even if it's possible with the electronic trading platform, that is not possible for a common farmer, but somebody who is in the business, that is very much beneficial to them because they can go to any part of the country to do their business. That is the next topic. Now, they did one good thing for sure, I could say. They take away, the taxes, levy market fees, okay, cess or levy on farmers, traders on the electronic platform. This is the only bill in the whole thing to say, they take out the tax, which is a very good thing because whatever farmer has produced, you should not put any tax on it because if you do it, it is just like you're taxing your own food, whatever your mom has cooked. Can you do that? If your mom put a tax on food, whatever she has prepared, you think how good is that for all of us? No, that is not good. So in my view, this is a good thing what government has done by taking away the taxes. Now, coming to the next point number 2, they give an price assurance and farm services act between who? Farmers and the buyers. Between farmers and buyers, the government is saying that they will negotiate something to get the minimum support price. I wonder how come a private sector could benefit a farmer by losing their own money when the government itself cannot do it. How do you expect a private sector could do that kind of benefit to a farmer? How many instances we have seen the farmer has been benefited than a tradesman? Even today, at this point of time, which is 31st of December 2020, I'm telling you, this is a big waste because we still see more farmer suicides than any other thing, any other profession or business, whatever it is, because farmer is always being cheated by all of us. All of us at every walk of his life, there is a constraint, which I feel which is real ridiculous. As the son of a farmer, as a grandson of a farmer, I see a farmer was never being benefited. A farmer never got whatever he has produced, what he deserves. So this is absolutely minimum support price, which should be supported by the government rather than the private sector. Because if it's private sector, that is never going to happen. We have to put ourselves into that shoes, into that private businessman, the tradesman shoes. Whether is it possible? Honestly, that is not possible because nobody will get into the business to lose their money. As simple as that. Next, a dispute resolution. Boss, this is a draconian kind of thing. I have never seen this kind of bill, and I don't think I would ever see this kind of bill. This bill says we can't go as a farmer or as a tradesman when there is an issue. They can't even go to the court. Farmer cannot even go to the court. Then whom they have to approach? Maybe collector or sub-collector or somebody whom they appoint. Whatever those officials, the government officials say, that is the final word because they have done that word and given the word in good faith. There is no other legal legislation against them. There are no charges laid against them. I will ask you one thing. How much a farmer can influence like a collector or a sub-collector, and how much the businessman can influence a collector or sub-collector, government official or bureaucrat. We all see these things in the newspaper every damn single day. This is an open secret to the country because they are influenced by politicians or big mafia people. But a farmer cannot do anything and they are always being suppressed. Farmers are always being suppressed. And this is a draconian bill, which is the basic right what a farmer should get, what an individual should get according to the Constitution of India, that anybody can go to the court. But this bill says you cannot even go to the court. If you cannot even go to the court, You are not following the basic constitutional right. So I see, like, this government is failure. It's a failure government by saying that they cannot go to the court. So I say, Pradhan Mantri ji, please take back this kind of draconian bills because this is of no big use to anybody. Coming to the third point, saving the stuff. How many people can store a lot of whatever they are produced in their godowns? We don't have any big space. No farmer do have a lot of space where he can store all the stuff. It's only the business people. So in my view, please do not project in such a way that they can store. A farmer cannot store, but the businessman, business tycoons, corporate sectors, they store it. They store lots of grains and they sell it only when the demand comes up. And the government will have a proper legislation on this thing to make sure that they will release like the surplus amount, whatever is left over in godowns, and which will be supplied to the common public sector. I don't know how far that is feasible and how far that is possible, because all these years we have seen onion one day it will be only $1 and the next day it will be like $10 and $20. So these kind of fluctuations cannot be monitored so easily, so closely. So these things are again a failure. In my view, storing the stuff and giving them the liberty to the private sectors to put the stuff in their godowns is a disaster. Is a disaster to common people. So in my view, all three bills are a failure to a common man and a farmer. I will tell you how. If all these bills are supported, if all these bills pass through, it is in the hands of corporate sector who will be looking into money, where they say everything is business. When everything is business, imagine if at all if you have to buy 1 kilogram of rice to serve for your children and yourself at that time. If you can't afford to buy 1 kilogram, you can buy only 750, and that is not enough for all the kids, all your family members. As a parent, you feel it as pinching your heart because you couldn't able to give it to the needy children who are hunger, and otherwise you have to compromise. So in any instance, this is not a feasible task. My answer is no business to the government in the farming sector. All we have to do is we have to support the farmer as much as we can, because supporting the farmer is nothing but supporting our own food. When we get a proper food, a proper nutrition to our younger children today, who are going to be the citizens tomorrow, they will be able to compete well in the society because they have good health. And once when they are in good health, they could able to pursue good education and they can stand top in the country. They can stand top in the whole world. They can stand as outstanding students in this whole international phenomena. Otherwise, which is not possible, which is that platform is a crucifying platform. If we don't give proper food to our children, they become sick, they become ill and malnourished, and lack of education could cause a disaster because of all those things. So in my view, I request Prime Minister Modi ji, with my folded hands, kindly take back this bill, because this bill is not suitable to a common man as a farmer, as a farmer's son, as a farmer's grandson. I'm telling you all, this is not a suitable thing for a farmer. Please take it back and kindly, represent the nation as a needy child for the farmer. Okay, farmer needs it. Otherwise, it is a difficult disaster. Because if you see in the last 10 years, how many people entered into farming sector and the other sector? Very, very few. So if we don't encourage farmer, the inflation rates go high and we'll be crucified one or the other day. Already we are in the global hunger index. In this year, we are standing at 94th position. Our neighboring countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan, they are performing better than us. I'm not blaming any country or any politician in this thing, but ourselves. As a nation, as a pride citizen of the nation, I kindly request you all that support farmers. Let the government take back these bills. Okay, Jai Hind. Thank you very much.